Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Dice Tower here for Crowdsurfing. I'm Camilla.
I'm Z.
And I'm Mike.
And we are here to bring you projects, board gaming projects on Kickstarter, Gamefound, and that is all today.
This
no
week,
Backerkit.
Yeah, there's only those
No
two.
Backerkit. Every now and then you got a Backerkit. This week is a Backerquit.
Every so often you get an Indiegogo.
I like that. That was
Everyone
good.
now?
Every so often you get an Indiegogo, but this week it's an Indie no-no.
How long's it been? Oh my gosh, you guys are on fire today.
Yeah. No, we're
Speaking
hilarious.
of on fire, shout out and thank you to some of our Gamefound backers. These are the heroes that help us keep bringing you this content. So that every week we can bring you this content. Shout out, thank you to your support. Your support, thank you to you,
Thank you to you.
for your support.
For your support. I support you all. And we're going to start off with Vidya.
Oh.
Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you.
Vidya.
Mm-hmm. Then we've got John Keller.
Thank you, Mr. Keller.
Mm-hmm. We've got Colton, not Connor, Morales.
Does he get called
Morales?
Connor a lot?
Morales?
No, it's Morales. Moroles.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Morales.
Morales.
No, and Morales would be Morales.
Morales. I see now.
Morales.
Yes. Morales.
Colton Morales. And to the Adomanus family from Dice Tower West. So that must be where they have maybe
Been
met us
born.
before.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
That's where they're from.
born at Dice Tower West.
Yeah.
You don't know. That's where they're from.
Bonnie McPherson. And
Hey!
I would like to not only shout out you, Bonnie. I better think about a nice way to say this. I want to shout out your board game wagon because
say the wagon.
you are very, very associated. As a matter of fact, I think Bonnie's dice person has a wagon.
Yeah, I think
So,
her and Bruce are the two that have wagons,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yep. To Viper 22 Husky
Heyo.
and the Vera family. To Ridiculous Strebel or Stribel.
Ridiculous.
Striebl Stribel maybe?
Let's go
I need
with
to
that.
see it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sal. Sal Rodriguez, who said, "Okay, Tom, let's try again." LOL.
Oh, you want to
From
save
Sal and Alex together, we are Salex, but that's not their last name. Their last name is Rodriguez,
Right.
But it's from Sal and Alex, aka
Alex.
Salex Rodriguez.
Yes.
Fire.
Then we've got. You know what? When I says I'm good. I wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything here. We've got Eric Gutierrez, Eric with too many games and not enough gamers. We got Amy
feel
Gilmore. We also,
Gilmore
and that's
girl.
it.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
That's it for today.
I almost
No.
want to go beyond
No.
my allocated amount, folks. I'm so appreciative of your support that I feel like I just want to read this list for an hour and a half.
You're cut
Let's
off.
not do that.
But alas, we have too many projects.
So again, thank you to them for your support, and we'll have another campaign next year if you want to be shouted out. Look out for that in January. Shout out also to Gamefound, who is the sponsor of this show. So let's take a look at something that is currently on their platform.
Today we're taking a look at Stonesaga. Stonesaga from Open Owl Studios. Now this is the second printing of this game here with some more stuff in it. This is a cooperative campaign-style survival crafting game. What this is it's a game that you're going to play over and over again, but each time that you play it, you're going to learn more. You're going to discover more. It's a game where you're going fishing, you're going hunting, you're going mining, you're finding different items, and then you put these items together to get tools. Meanwhile, there's gigantic beasts that are going around, and you're going to learn how to interact with them. There's going to be all kinds of random events that happen. There's hundreds and hundreds of different things that are going to happen to you. And so you can now get this again, everything that comes in this core box, along with some expansions, meals and myths, and nature of the beast. And so if you missed it the first time through, now's your chance to get it. Definitely, if you like a game where you go, I wonder if putting A and B together, what will happen? This is the game where you can do that. This is Stonesaga, available on Gamefound right now.
All right, before we jump into the projects, one more thing here to mention. This is the last week to get your badge before Dice Tower East at the, badge price right now. They will be available at the door, but at that increased price. So you can still come, but why pay more?
Think of the things you could buy at Dice Tower West with the money you say East East.
man.
I was doing so good too.
He was, yeah.
Think of the money.
Go back to reading
You
names
could
off
spend
of
at
the
Dice
top.
Tower East from what you save
right.
buying your badge early.
That's right.
You can get probably a game, or
You could.
maybe a shirt, or the other fantastic merch
Almost
that
a
we
shirt.
have, right?
Sure.
You're
Maybe
not my
a child-size shirt. Maybe.
We don't
What?
have those
They're not
either.
cheaper.
Have you ever
What?
been to the booth?
I've been to the booth
Unrelated.
a time or two. I'm
Have you
no
ever
Kenny.
been to Dice Tower East?
I have. I
Because
call
if
it
you want to go, you
Dice
should
Tower.
get a ticket this week. They go up in
Yes,
price.
yes.
Yes.
DicetowerEast.com. Get your badge. Come play some games and have a great time. So we'll see you there. All right, let's jump into some games here. First up, we have A Life from Skellig Games.
I have one issue with this.
Is it the title?
It's not.
Oh.
Well, the title's not great, but it's the way it's Alife or Alice.
There's a space there.
No, there's really not
Look at
enough
that.
of a space.
You
there.
don't think it looks right, that
I
cover?
do not. Look at the side.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little
the
funky.
side-
It
It's
looks like
funky.
Alfie or, you know what I mean?
Alife.
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 However,
Yeah.
that's a me issue, I think. I think it's an interesting looking game. The graphic design and the art is pretty appealing to me.
I think if you look at just the cover,
Oh.
because there's somebody sitting at the bottom of the F and obscuring the entire bottom of the F, it looks like Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree. I see that. Yeah. But gameplay-wise, I
It's
think
the
this
game
is
of life.
really intriguing. Wow, this
Yeah.
is throwing me off. I'm gonna have to look up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks interesting. It's this has been done a few times before,
Yes.
where companies they basically make the game of life
Yes.
for families or adults, right?
Yeah.
It's that same idea. That idea of like you begin young, the life experiences you have, you become an older person, and you can look back and see your life.
Yes.
One of these just came out not very long ago. The one from Danny
Coming of
Garcia.
Age, yeah.
Coming of Age is
Yeah.
the same kind of idea. This is another one. I mean, I feel like there's quite a few of these. Funny thing is, I can't remember any I've played in the last 10 years. I feel like the last one I played was the Friedman Freest one.
You know which one that I played Coming of Age recently, but before that, probably the one that I have the best kind of like remembrance of is The Pursuit of Happiness.
Right, which I haven't played.
Oh, I haven't played that
I haven't
one.
played that. I
Yeah.
haven't played Coming of Age.
Yeah.
They always look interesting. I always like them in concept. I should probably get around to actually playing the things.
Yeah,
but this looks neat too.
I really like the idea of this, and I think it's really cool that you're building up your own scoring at the end based on what cards you play into.
I'm always a big
you
fan
know?
of player-driven scoring.
Right. Like, I mean, you want to spread a little bit of everything maybe, or go really into a couple experiences. You know, I
Yeah.
really want to develop this friendship and get a lot of points out of that. So it's not just how well, you don't have this main board to economize your own points, but you have to make sure that you're focused on yourself, and it's what are your values that you're building through life, which is going to then translate into points at the end. I think it's really, really interesting and neat, and I like that it goes through the 5 phases. I'm super intrigued by this one. It definitely caught my attention.
I like to quantify my own personal values in life, right?
Do your own scoring. You mean.
Correct.
Yeah,
My
yeah, yeah.
ethics, my morals, they all have a point value associated.
Wow, how you doing so far?
I got work to do.
Solid B minus.
Let's just say I'm third in turn order.
All right, FloraVista. This is going to
The
be
charming botanical garden card game.
Speaking of a game you've probably seen similar with a lot.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I feel like I see one of these every week. We have one of
Yeah.
these.
I feel like we have a couple of them this week.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
cozy card game with the cozy theme, and you are collecting cozy cards with flora and or fauna.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's going more for that botanical thing a little bit. That at least differentiates it a little bit from some of the nature and foresty type games.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm trying to,
It was definitely kind of giving me vibes of like herbaceous, you
Yeah.
know, like very,
Yeah.
very, very simple gameplay. On your turn, you play these cards in a pair. At the end, you're going to score those pairs. And that's about it.
Yeah,
I do
it's
like this
yeah, I
part,
was
being
just gonna say
driven,
that,
like
yeah.
the being driven by real life
That's cool.
figures.
That's cool.
And you have one that's your character, is who you are, and then they'll have their own thing going on. That's neat. I like that. And
I
then
do
you have to
too.
pair a card you're playing. You play 2 cards. The bottom one has to match the top one there. So they have to share a symbol.
Yeah.
This seems all right. It seems fine. It's not one that's jumping off the page here at me. But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I would not be opposed to trying this
Yeah,
out.
it doesn't seem like a cash grab or
Yeah.
cynical in any way.
Right.
So yeah,
I was definitely confused by this box size compared to like everything that comes in it. I was like, there's that.
I wonder, does it have? Do you think like a lot of insert happening in there? Maybe.
I
or-
mean,
Maybe.
maybe,
It
but
might
I mean, it's 2 decks of cards, really. You know,
guess
like
so,
it's-
right?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought. I mean, maybe it comes with a tea kettle here. I don't know.
I also find the box being the card back for all intents and purposes to be kind of an uninspired front cover. I think it could do better than that. It just looks a little bland.
Would you
that
rather the
cover.
box be different or the back of the card be
I think
different?
I'd rather the box be different. The box
Okay.
looks a little bland.
Because I really like the box. It kind of reminds me of a book, like a botanical book. I just think for the back of the cards, it having the name of the game on it like that, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I would have
Yeah,
liked
yeah.
that.
Let's see what it comes with. You got 120 cards. So like you said, 2 decks. Another 8 cards. Another
Okay,
56
so that's the
cards.
second deck, I think,
Okay.
right? Or maybe not. Either way.
Another 112.
And then you have a
That's
calendar
a card also, I
tractor,
think, or
that's-
maybe a little
Yeah.
cardboard tile.
A token. You're right. It's really
And
just
That's
a
it.
rule
It's,
book,
just,
that's
it's
it.
mostly cards, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Spytails is going to go into a couple trick-taking ones we have back to back here. So we'll let Mike.
No, well,
Take it
I mean,
away.
no. I'm just so taken by these wooden figures that they're so cool, and I'm so interested in just those figures that I wonder, is there really a game there too? Because I had not heard about these previous things that this company has done. They've done other games with these kind of wooden-like figures before that
Which
I'm
I think
not
are
familiar with.
adorable.
Incredible.
I love them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess it looks like hand painted, and I mean, I'm like super impressed with the style and the absolutely useless wooden pieces.
Yeah,
because
Right.
that's 100% what they are, is 100% useless. The game, it's hard. I'm getting a hard time getting a real read on it. But I mean, I 100% want to play it.
Yeah.
I do want to play it. You know, the early bird, what is it like? How much in US
Early bird is
dollars?
60.
It's not cheap for a trick-taking game, right? That's a big
Not cheap
concern.
at all for a
And then
trick-taking game.
64 for the actual game, but then it says that's 28% off the retail
Yeah,
price.
yeah.
So it's like,
I
whew.
mean, there's no doubt that these pieces are taking center stage, and
Yeah.
rightfully so, probably. I mean, I think they are just really adorable.
But it almost seems like this should be an add-on to a really good game that you love and
Yeah.
you know you're going to want, you know?
I agree. Do they offer a version of this without those things?
That's the
I
question.
don't
'Cause I don't wanna-
believe so.
I don't necessarily, if I want to try your card game because it sounds like an interesting card game,
Yeah.
and it kind of does, you know, but I don't necessarily want to pay for your artisan wood
below that, I
carvings, then
Yeah.
I want that option. These
Right.
things seem like they should be an add-on. You are creating a barrier to entry by including these handcrafted wooden pieces
Yeah.
in your card game.
Yeah.
Looks
Right?
like-
I mean, it's like if like from now on we offer Ticket to Ride and it comes with a miniature tin train
Yeah.
that is your scoring token and the game costs $120
Right.
instead.
And that's the only
there's
way
no
you can
way to
get
get it without that.
And
Why?
It looks like that's what it is here because
Yeah.
the core pledge package is at $58 and it is the 4 wooden agent models.
Yeah, that's pretty pricey. The game looks. It's a trick taking game. You have
Yeah.
to predict how many tricks you're going to take in this one, and then it has deck building and trick taking. It looks slightly overwrought. You'd think with how cute it is, and kind of them again putting that foot forward, it'd be simpler.
Yeah.
It looks a little more complicated than it maybe ought to be.
Do you know what this kind of like product model wise reminds me of a little bit is Power Vacuum.
Okay.
Remember that
Yeah,
trick-taking
yeah.
game that came with wooden components?
Right.
I think there were upgrades, but I think every version of it had some type of...
I think so, yeah.
And it was a more complicated, complex trick-taking game, but they were definitely like selling an aesthetic, an art style, a theme.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna keep an open mind. I do have an interest in trying it. Just most trick-taking games have some kind of an interest for me. And I think those wooden pieces are so beautiful.
They're super cute.
I 100% want to look and touch.
Yeah. All right, next up, a co-op classical music trick-taking game. So once again, another trick-taking game, and it's one of those, again, bid on how many tricks you're going to win is kind of my takeaway from it.
Well, this one's cooperative.
Yeah, it is that.
So this one gives me a... This one does give me the crew vibe. You have a book that you pick a scenario from. It basically seems that book has lovely looking because it has some art, some music at the top.
Yes.
And then we'll bend and modify the rules.
Yeah.
And then you try to win specific tricks that you want to make sure specific tricks go to specific people. Think the crew, right?
Right.
The theme here is cute. I like this style of artwork with the line work and then splash of color. Very, very careful usage of color. I like that a lot. I think this is a cute looking one. And the game sounds like a almost simpler spin on the crew.
I agree. Yeah, no, I'm echo a lot of what you say. I definitely am interested in this one. Would love to check it out if it comes through the old studio. I think it looks nice, and I do really like the theme.
All right. Jumping over to Gamefound, we have Growing Season Deluxe Edition. This one out of the gate reminded me of like either a Switch game or that Gretchen's Garden game that we recently saw. One of the two.
It reminds you of the games that are advertised where they get somehow huge stars to advertise them. You know?
Right?
Yeah. Very simple gameplay, 8+, but it definitely seemed like it had a lot more going on than what I expected from that 8+. Let's see if I can find the how to play here. It just kind of kept, kudos for telling us how to play and kind of going through this, but it kind of kept going a little bit, So I had a hard time gauging how, not complex, I definitely don't think it's a complex game, but how much involved, how involved this game was going to be.
Yeah, and it looks like they're showing children playing it too, because originally I was saying, the 8 a lot of times has more to do with safety ratings than anything else, but they're showing children playing it, so that I think is true. It looks like maybe, and you pointed out that's like jelly on there?
I don't know. I assume it's like, some tomato juice or something because you're out there. Yeah, but it looks like a murder weapon.
Definitely looks like it belongs on Dateline NBC.
And I love it. I love that they just are like, you can't have a scythe that's not bloody.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Keith Morrison doing the voiceover for this. Shout out to Dateline.
Yeah, this looks cute. It looks interesting. The look is kind of cozy, right? They clearly are going for that, but the game looks like there's a decent amount going on. I'm liking this one. This
Upgrades and fishing.
I'm ambivalent, I would say.
I would try it if it was here. I don't know if it's enough for me to like, ooh, I want to invest in this, but I'd definitely try this.
It reminds me a little bit of the Stardew Valley, the board game, actually.
The look of it, 100%.
A little bit. That's pixelated, if I'm not mistaken. Even the board game is. But it kind of has that vibe.
All right. The Great Commission, Roman Oppression Strategic Board Game. Card game, my bad. I don't think any of us have played this. I know Sam rated it, back when he was doing reviews. And so I think that's where it talks about that seal of approval. That's where that's coming from.
Got it.
Yeah, I've not played it.
I believe Tom did and was very much not a fan, if I'm not mistaken.
That I don't
know.
I remember that.
Was the original was more of a board game where this is a card game, is that right?
No, it says this is the standalone sequel and expansion, right? To the highly rated The Great Commission strategic card game. That's what the original was called.
So it's a card
this
game
one is just Roman Oppression is basically this one, right?
I see. Okay.
You can play this on its own, or you can combine them, and it is going to be just there's a lot of, go back up to that list of, right there. Everything the game has.
Yeah.
So it's,
what
is
everything.
What is Yomi?
Yomi.
Bluffing interactions. Yomi.
Like, do they mean like the game
Yomi?
Yomi?
Because
that's a crazy thing to shout out.
That's very odd, yes.
That'd be like saying, this game features El Grande. I'm like,
area
so
control.
you mean area control? Like, that'd be really weird. Tableau building, engine building. The cars have multi-uses. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a collectible card game in a way.
Right, yeah. That's
and then it has the religious theme on top of it, but it's also it seems a bit like there's a whole lot going on with the cards. And I wonder, a game of that style, trading card game, whether it's actually collectible, random or not, that's hard to find an audience. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To a game like that, you have to find the opponents to play with.
Right.
And so, I don't know. That's gonna be tough. Those games just you see them. How many trading card games that we've or adjacent that we've covered here do you then see out in the wild?
Right.
At game stores or anywhere, really. So that's tricky. This one looks like it's got a lot going on.
Yeah, it says they've run 13 successful Kickstarters. I guess this is a pretty quick turnaround for an expansion. So there must be. How is it doing? Actually, I didn't even really pay attention to
41. So that's, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
for the
good.
10,000 goal,
that.
it's not,
it's
for a
doing
little.
All right.
Well, especially considering this is an expansion
Right.
to something. I mean, you can play it on its own, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back over to Gamefound. We have Bloodstone. This is coming from Druid City Games. We played this live here on the channel last week, I believe it was.
Yeah,
I think it was
The
last
last week?
Yeah.
I believe so. And that was myself and
Joey, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
and what's his name?
JB,
JB.
right?
Yeah.
JB, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought so. Sorry. And this game apparently has a very storied
Yes.
history. Where it was like a game that they tried to crowdfund. Someone did a couple years ago. That didn't go so great. Point being, it's had sort of a tumultuous road to here. I was not aware of any of that history until basically this past week, where I saw the project on here and read about that. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was excellent. I thought it was engaging. I thought it was very fast-paced. It is, if you are a big skirmish player, I can see you trying this and going, okay, cute try, Yahtzee. This isn't a skirmish game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if I want to play something that is fast-paced, that gives you some nice tactical interest, that does not outstay its welcome, I was having a good old time with it.
And you crushed Joey.
He had really bad dice rolls, too. He got mega unlucky, and that's obviously part of it. But yeah, it seems like they're offering some neat characters. The ones we played with, I thought the other ones looked neat, too, and I liked my own. The battle, sort of the arena there, you can introduce NPCs, and they'll do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
pretty
pretty
easy to
cool.
run them, too. They're pretty straightforward. Yeah, I dug it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Didn't one of the characters have kind of its own almost NPC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah, the one that
JB was playing.
JB was running, it has a spectral tiger thing.
Yeah, you couldn't target it.
You can't mess with it,
Yeah,
but
it's
it'll
neat.
move around. It'll attack you.
Yeah.
He was laying out these thorns on the ground, and if you get pushed over them, you have to roll dice. It's also like whack-a-doodle in a way because your life total is 150.
Right. Yeah.
So it gets away with doing things like if you hit the thorns, roll a d20 worth of dice against yourself,
Yeah.
and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it gets away with those wildly swingy things because your total life is so high.
Right.
I really liked that.
Yeah, it allows, you're right, for big satisfying feeling hits.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Right. I'm like, I look at this. I do this and this and this. I hit you for 38.
Yeah.
And you're
Wow,
like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Next up, we have the Scholars Playmat and South Tigris reprint. So a reprint of the game and
Yep.
then offering the playmat for Scholars.
Yeah. So I enjoyed Scholars quite a bit. It is, as per their kind of pattern, one of the more complex games that they've come out with, although now they're kind of shifting a little bit away. But in those trilogies, they've been getting more and more complex. This was a relatively complex game. I think I've had playmats from Garfield, and at least the ones I've had in the past are very high quality. I wouldn't expect any difference here.
Sure.
Usually pretty sharp printing, which I think is a big deal with playmats, because sometimes I'm like,
Yes.
it's great, it's good for organizing, but the board looks better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. If
If you're
they look a
needing to-
little fuzzy, that's
Yeah.
tough.
If
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
needing to read something on it or see
Yep.
specific symbology, something like that, it needs to be really crisp.
Now, I can say I did not play the expansions for these, I don't believe. So I can't really speak to those. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is one of those if you know if you want it, there's not much we can really opine on this.
Right.
Right.
And Garfield
Yeah.
will deliver. I don't know
Yeah.
if they've ever been late on a project.
Yeah.
I can't say that for sure, but I don't know that they have.
Yeah. All right, next up we have balloons Olympiques.
This is all over my Facebook.
Is it really? Oh, I haven't seen it much. That's funny.
Interesting.
That's funny.
Yeah, so this has a lot of toy appeal, right?
Very much
It's got
so.
these balloons that can go up and down, and then you've got a wind meter, which consists of a marble that you roll around.
That you roll around the
outside. That one
outside right
outside.
there.
That
Yeah.
concerns me greatly, that marble that you roll around.
There it is.
Yeah.
Because it is a flat track. As far as I can tell, this is just a flat track.
think
Until you
so.
bend one of your pieces of board or something
Right,
like that.
or until
Well,
you're
that's
on
the
a
thing. If
table
your
that's
table is
slightly-
not perfectly leveled,
Yeah.
Right.
this marble will settle wherever the lowest point is. There's no ridges for it to catch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one has so much of a gimmick factor that I am concerned about whether the game will hold up. I think it's a really cool theme. I think it's a great looking game. Like, I really like the art direction they've gone with. I think their pieces look classy, even for a game that kind of is plasticky and toy. I think it
Yeah.
still looks classy, but I don't know about the game.
I also think it's a really interesting way to handle balloons in a balloon festival,
Yeah.
right? Like which way do you, the wind is coming, where do you put your balloon? Do you have it go up? Do you have it come down because the wind is high? And ultimately you're trying to get up to have that highest viewing vantage point and then bring it back, to your
Yeah.
home. So it's interesting, very thematically interesting. I'm intrigued by the toy factor, but the higher the toy factor,
That's the thing.
sometimes the gameplay doesn't always back it up. I'm looking at like 12 Rivers, for example, or
Yes.
something like that, which I enjoy the game, but definitely the toy factor is very much a big piece
And it
of that.
definitely,
Yeah.
for me, had a shelf life. One thing I
Yeah.
will applaud them for is that apparently you can keep the board put together and it will fit in the
good.
box. That's a big
Oh,
deal to me.
that's great. Yeah.
So good,
This
good
is
on
cute.
them for
This
that.
is cute. And this is exactly the kind of game that most companies would not pick up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good way to
Honestly,
do it.
you know what publisher I can see doing something like this would be R2I.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've
yeah,
done it
yeah,
before,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
something similar,
yeah.
All right. Keeping it up here, we have Wreck the Halls Crime Solving Advent Calendar. So this is going to be kind of similar to like the Exit ones we see, right?
Yeah,
But it seems like this is more escape room.
It's a little grittier, right? It's a little more serious.
Yeah.
You're trying to find the whodunit. The Exit ones are real tongue-in-cheek. They're silly.
Right, yeah.
Where's Santa? That kind of stuff.
More
This one is
family.
Who murdered Santa? That's
Well,
what we're
it's-
trying to figure out.
It's also
right?
there's some days that the Exit ones take 3 minutes. Now some days it's 5,
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
10 minutes max. But this one seems like it takes.
5 to 15 minutes
It's
playtime
saying
per
that,
day.
but yeah, I just wonder how involved it's going to be with that medium difficulty and everything. I do like that it says that shipping is going to begin in October, so it should. The plan is for it to be here before Christmas for everybody. This one is. I'm super intrigued. I love the Advent ones. I do them, every year, and so I'm really really intrigued by this. I feel like it is kind of a gamble, you know what I mean? Because I have the Exit ones that I know, and that's like proven at this point that, I'm going to like some of the days aren't going to be as good, but overall, it's a good product I know I'm getting. This one is a little bit more
Oh,
of a
they do the
gamble.
Christmas crackers.
They've done crackers, so it was just
Escape room style Christmas crackers. That's pretty
interesting.
pretty fun.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
neat.
that is fun.
You
Escape
can't eat those
room.
crackers, unfortunately.
Can I go back on this?
Are those like things you tear called crackers?
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of like pop.
Yep. Those little celebration things. Yeah. This one's super
I
intriguing
think it's
to me.
a UK thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crackers.
more so, yeah. All right. Next up, Notebook Nations. So this, I did not expect a 4X game when I was looking at this
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah.
But man, do I love the art direction of this one. I think it is visually very, very appealing.
I'm a little confused by the $1 goal. I don't know what that means.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah, that's-
notice
Does
that.
that mean it's a
Yeah.
pre-order essentially?
I guess so, right?
When
Huh.
are they saying it'll be delivered? Oh, it says right there, ships in 4 weeks. That's 100% a pre-order.
Oh, so it's a pre-order. Where do you
Okay.
see that?
right to
It's
the left.
one of
there.
the tabs on the side.
Oh, there it is.
Well, look,
What?
I mean,
No
I think for
way.
a lot of people, that's a huge benefit.
Sure.
So at this point, they're
It's
using
done, it's
Kickstarter as
printed.
advertising.
That is
you
the
know?
most blatant.
It's a pre-order system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually people who do that
Try to hide it.
try to hide it a little bit
Yeah.
with like a fake threshold for how much money they want.
Right.
They're not like this is already done and we're delivering in 4 weeks. They
Yeah.
generally try to not be so blatant about
true.
it because technically speaking,
That's not what it's for.
you're not supposed to do that. This
Yeah.
is not a pre-order system because
Right.
Kickstarter says it isn't.
Gamefound has pre-orders. They allow it.
Sure,
right.
but
yeah,
you tag
not,
that project
right,
as,
but
as a
not
pre-order.
Kickstarter.
So that's interesting. $1 funding goal and ships in 4 weeks because it's done. Okay.
But I mean, they're not gonna-
hope you don't get in trouble with Kickstarter.
I think I don't mind it at all because it's like it doesn't matter, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, so they only sell 5 of them. They don't care because they're like, well, at least we sold 5. We've already put the money into it. Obviously, they want to sell more, but they don't want to sit on the product. You know, so they'll sell for whatever. So it's like I personally don't mind. It is definitely a little more like, maybe Gamefound was a better place for this one, where you're listing it as a pre-order. Just a little bit more transparency.
I think the only reason I mind, and I hate to make this a conversation about whether we should do this with Kickstarter or not, but I still will. I think the reason I mind is because if this becomes acceptable, why shouldn't every company in existence making pretty much anything, honestly, sell that thing on their website, on the shelves at Target, and on Kickstarter?
Because
it's more eyes. Why not?
And also, it basically does a lot of the work for you as far as demand. What's the demand for this?
But I
Well,
think
it's already
that's-
made.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
kind of
that's
already
true.
No, I don't mean
seeing-
that. I
That's
mean,
true.
like, literally, why would
Yeah,
I
yeah,
not do it?
Right.
You guys are giving
Yeah.
me a platform to get more eyes on my thing.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little cut, and I sell copies I wouldn't have sold. If I'm allowed to do that, I would do it with every release ever.
Yeah.
Why not?
But I mean, we're
makes
seeing a
sense.
lot of that. I mean, we're kind of already seeing that where the game is ready. We're ready to hit print. We're ready to hit print. We're not shipping for 12 months. Well, you're not shipping for 12 months because then it would be a pre-order because it's done.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Stone
I feel like they're
does it
already doing
without
it.
crowdfunding, though.
Yeah.
You know, they're like,
They
hey, we're
do.
announcing this game. It's in the warehouse now. Do you want it? You can have it in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Just to build that hype.
yeah,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I
and that's
mean,
fine. I
it's-
get that.
getting outside of that, unless you had more to
Oh.
say about it. Sorry, you went on a journey with this game, didn't you? Because
I did.
when you were looking at it, you made the squeal of delight,
I was like, ooh, this is cute.
and then
It was quite the
something
squeal.
kind of drew you back.
4X.
There we go.
It was the 4. I was like,
Where did you
oh.
land?
I landed on.
You're 1.5 X's.
I'm intrigued. I
Not
think
good.
what brought me back in was I really like this system of deployment of your troops and your conquering and that kind of stuff where you have the different types of cards that you're going to send out. Kind of reminded me of like Summoner Wars or something where you have the cards that go out and they have their abilities and they move up on another troop. Let's see if I can find the GIF in here that shows it, you know, and then the 2 that meet will battle. And then, so it had that, but it seemed like a bigger, more complex game,
Yeah.
like more going on and not as direct as that in the gameplay. So where did I land? I'm intrigued. I would definitely try this one. I would
You
try
like
this
the
one.
look, so that helps, right?
Oh, for sure. Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
And you
I
were
don't like the look.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
I
like
love
the
it.
look, and I certainly don't like it in a 4X game. If I'm going to invest this much time into and kind of mental energy into a game, I don't care for it to look like this. This is okay as like I'll play a little card game, a little dice game, something like that looks like this. I think it's cute. It sounds very elitist of me. I don't mean it to, come across that way, but my point is more, how long do I want to live in this world? That's really it. And I want to live in this world because it is cute, half an hour, 45 minutes, not in a 4X kind of setting.
But they're
Oh, I couldn't
marketing it
disagree.
as an hour. They're
Yeah.
saying it's an hour-long game.
Maybe.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree more. I would much rather be immersed in this world than like, again, what you typically think with space, with 4X, either space
Space,
yeah.
or some sort of
Civilization
game, something like that. Like 100%, I would spend so much more time in this.
Yeah.
Or even like I talked about Summoner Wars, something like that. Like this is so much more of a world that I want to, which I understand that one's not a 4X, but still, I very, very much could not disagree more. I
Well,
want
to be fair, I was
more
not
in
making
here.
that comparison. I do not want to spend more time in a Space 4X game than I do in this one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. I don't want to spend any time in a 4X game. But if I am going to, I don't want it to be this theme.
What do you want it to be? Is my question.
I want it to be
then.
something I like a Cthulhu, a
Post-apocalyptic.
post-apocalyptic,
Okay.
Something I
Okay.
care about thematically. Definitely not deep space where you were whipping your printer to spit black ink out.
Yeah.
Not interested.
This
Don't
is
care for
definitely
that.
like my kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
I think because I'm
Yeah.
not a big fantasy fan, but this is my kind of fantasy. Super cute.
All about the
I
mer
like it.
hamsters.
Still trying to find that one where the different cards. Maybe nope, that's where they're showing the board. I'm going to get there, guys. And then we'll go on to the next project. But I need to show you this.
We must
There we are.
see.
See? And so you have the cards that go different ways, and they're going to move on each other, and then eventually they'll come up to other cards and, battle each other.
It almost looks like card dancing.
You know?
It's kind of card dancing.
Yeah, I think this is super cute. Super cute. All right, too much on your plate. This is about going to an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet and then eating too much.
Hoping if somebody else eats too much.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like a mild take that game. Maybe not so mild. You are drawing cards, you're playing them in front of you, or sticking somebody else with that food.
Right. Yep.
And then the twist being, which is a twist we've seen, but it's a good one. It sounds better, than not. The only thing that will actually score is the thing in the middle that has the most food. Because you also can play to the middle. And then the type of food in the middle that is most prevalent, that's the actual thing you're scoring. That's cute.
Yeah.
It seems okay. It seems
like
very,
a
very okay.
Bar game. You take this to the brewery, and then that's about it.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
basically, I think, what Z mentions, that this game has been out there before.
Sure.
And they've found a theme that is cute, that actually kind of fits what you're doing mechanically.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not unique or innovative at all.
Yeah. Back over to Gamefound again. We have Fall Dawn. So this is
Fall Dawn. No.
I really, these guys, everything about this project, I was like, can nobody over there just please spell something right or make something sound sensical? Fall Dawn, I really don't like that name.
Yeah.
And then the company is called Destiny.
Oh, they like their
I was
blood.
saying,
I was
Stop.
joking about that before.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Also, they're 100% using the Final Fantasy font with that fall down, but they're turning letters upside down.
Yeah.
I could not for the life of me get a good
is it
read
the
on this
Zelda?
game. Every sentence is a tagline.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is the Zack Snyder of projects. Every scene
Slow
is
motion.
the trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go into nothing because every time they're about to, what they give you is a one-liner.
Yeah.
Like in this game, on your turn, you're going to be drawing cards because cards are your life. And I'm like, tell me something about the game. Well, in this game, you're heroes, and heroes never give up. I'm like, shut up with the one-liners. What's the game?
It reminds me a lot of like the first Obsession rulebook that got so much crap because it's like, hey, here's how to play the game with theme every other sentence, which
Okay.
means you really have a hard time finding the rules.
The actual rules.
I'm really into that thematic integration, but not when I'm trying to learn the game.
Yeah.
It's like, let me find that integration after I know how to play.
Smoldering
It's very... How to play is very buried in this, and unfortunately, when you come at with a dungeon crawler, which is typically cooperative, and so it's a competitive dungeon crawler, I want to know more about that gameplay before I invest, and so that was kind of my one takeaway. It's like, cool world. I'm digging this. I am. I'm liking what I see, and it's the more I looked at it, the smaller it was, which is also intriguing. 'Cause it's not this massive game that I'm going to have to find room for in my house and my brain for the rules. But I need more. Help me understand how to play. What am I doing?
I'm 100% with Z. We've gone this far, and I have no idea what's happening.
Right. Yeah. And I don't
Cards
even
with
think
a lot
it's
of text. I see that.
So then we go to playthroughs. Do you want to watch a playthrough or do you want to read the rule book and that's it? Like we don't have a how to play on here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have like a general game overview or flow or anything.
I can read chapter 12 for free. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that really
You can
what that
read-
says?
You can read the end. Do you want to read the end?
Wait, chapter 12?
Yeah.
That's just one short of declaring bankruptcy, right? Isn't that chapter 13?
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand that.
Why would I want to read chapter 12 of anything?
It ruins, A, you've got 11 chapters of context gone, and B,
I really am so fascinated
It
about whatever that
ruins-
could possibly mean. Read chapter 12 for free.
I mean, I could go through and read the entire graphic.
I'd rather not. It's a novel.
It's
It's the
official
official novel, but why would you
novel.
want to read the 12th chapter? You don't hear me very well. I'm
Read
right here.
chapter 1 for free is what you guys certainly mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on.
Anyway, no, not for me.
Pay what you want. What on earth are you talking about? This is a party game that you're trying to get everybody to guess a word in the middle of the card, and you have to use in order the letters on a card that you're dealt as well. So in order to get them to guess this, You have to say
Let's not say.
words in order of these letters there, and then from there you can go find that example yourself.
Well, let's see if we can let's see if we can get Mike to do one here. Pick a row without telling me, and I'll pick a topic or something you have to try to get Camilla to guess.
Oh my gosh, guys,
Okay,
I'm gonna
here
be
we go.
so
All
bad
right,
at this.
Here we go. We're gonna go with don't look.
Oh, I have to know the game.
So what am I doing, Z?
You are going to give him the letters.
Oh, okay.
You have to
No,
get
no,
her
I'm
to
sorry.
Say this.
Okay.
Okay, she has to guess that with that bottom row.
Okay.
The very bottom,
The one that I can-
IHA.
That's an H.
Okay, how about you just go with this middle one there?
Okay,
that
the
way
one you can
it.
see, sure.
And the underscores are you get to choose the letter.
Oh, okay.
We're about to see what this game feels
Oh
like.
dear. It's gonna
Okay.
be so bad. We've already lost.
May want to check if the door not working gold brass. May want
Is
to
it one
check-
word I'm looking for?
Yes.
May want to
May
check.
want to check if the door not working gold brass.
Is it key?
Yes, it is.
Oh! Hey!
I
Wow!
had nothing, and then
Wow.
the
It's
GB
like
is
boo,
what gave it
boo,
away.
boo.
No, but that's the thing. It's really just about the last two
Wow.
words. The rest could
Right,
not
yeah.
mattered any
No.
less. Anyway, that's the game.
There you
There
go.
you go.
If it's for you, you know now.
Yeah.
One more page. A cozy card game about this little pet right here, Bo, I believe is his name.
Ghibli much?
I know, for
like it
real.
for sure.
This is really cute. These guys are like this.
Oh, you like it? That's funny.
They committed so hard to this
They
bit.
really did.
Yeah.
Like every card,
Yeah.
every video, every image, everything here, they committed so hard to what's basically a themeless push your luck game.
Yeah.
They're like, you have a cute cow pet, Fluffy, who is, kind of a bull in a china shop, and if you pull the same card twice, then your cute cow gets the zoomies,
Gets the zoomies.
Yeah.
He
and
gets the
wrecks
zoomies.
everything. And you have to discard your cards.
Deep world building. Courtesy.
That's it. Like,
Studio Ghibli.
it is so basic, and
Yeah.
yet they are like, we are gonna make this theme happen.
Yeah.
I
in there
appreciate
somewhere.
that.
Yeah, no, they are fully committed. You're right. Yeah, yeah.
Dodge the zoomies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Zoomies, Howling Castle.
I think it's cute. I
It
think
is
it's cute.
It is cute. And if you're going to draw inspiration, you could do a lot worse than Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. And the game seems simple enough. The
I
bids
like the
are
little
nice.
bits, Yeah.
Took
they're
that
cute.
right from a
books.
place for all my books.
Yeah, pretty much. Those look a little bigger, maybe, but yeah, they look a little larger.
Yeah, it's neat.
But they look very similar right there. Yeah, this looks nice. I like it. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
cute.
would play this one for sure.
Yeah.
Right? I like push your luck games.
A highly relatable theme. I don't know about that. but-
It's also cozy sabotage. That was a weird wait, what? It's like,
Cozy
oh, and then it's
sabotage.
it's like subtle sabotage
Yeah.
because you can
My-
mess with each other. I'm like, that takes it almost out of cozy immediately.
time.
The knife I stab you with will be coated
Yeah,
in
don't worry.
foliage.
Die in the Dungeon,
Okay.
the board game.
Now this one is from a company called Rumiz. Yeah, this is a
Rumiz,
company I just reviewed one of their games
Oh.
based on Children of Morta, which is a video game.
Oh, same company. Okay.
And so I'm
okay.
like, oh, okay. And then I read that, and it says, we bring indie video games to life as board games. I'm like, I've never heard of this. Die in the Dungeon, is that a video game? Google it. It is indeed a video game.
What's it on? What platform?
It's on Steam, as far as I know right now. It says
What's happening?
it said coming to Switch at some point, but that's
Okay.
not a thing yet. So yeah, I didn't know about this one. It's just one I didn't know about, and it
Yeah.
looks really cute. I think these guys they do make interesting video game board game adaptations that are
Yeah.
generally simple. They're not the
Yeah.
games they pick and the way they seem to be adapting them or choosing to publish them.
Yeah.
They seem pretty straightforward. And I like the look of this a lot. I think this is a neat looking one with a kind of combat roguelike
Yeah.
sort of vibe, but then dice driven on top of that.
And I really like this mechanism, this puzzle of where you're going to pick the dice because you're drawing them from the bag, so you don't have control over what dice you're rolling. And then depending on what faces they get, depends on how you're going to want to complete this puzzle, which has its own set of requirements, but then different ways they power up. So I thought this was cute, and I didn't realize it came from the people that did Children of Morta, which I enjoyed that one. I didn't think there was a lot of video game feel in it. I don't know that it captured the same feeling that the video game did, but I still enjoyed the game.
Yeah. The production could have been a little bit better, so I'm hoping that they continue to improve from the production standpoint. But
Super Team.
But I did like the game. I thought it was an interesting game.
Nice.
Cool. All right. This is going to be an all-in-one portable modular painting station.
I defer to you.
I was going to say, I'm assuming I'm talking about this. I think this is cute. It's nice. This looks much more complete than a lot of these that we see, right? I feel like a lot of times it's like, oh, and here's the STLs that you can print and paint for your own painting station. This feels like you're actually buying a product that you would go to Gen Con and pick up or something like that, So I do like that. It feels like you're getting a project, not a handmade project.
You're right. It seems like anymore these projects don't exist.
They don't make it anymore.
Files.
Yeah, nobody makes these things anymore. I do like the nesting. How much nesting they managed to do.
It's really cool,
They're
right?
Like this one's, this one has textures for dry brushing or whatever. This has, the palette, and this is glass, and this one's like wells. And man, that's really cool. On the flip side of that, what I didn't like is they have nowhere to put brushes that aren't just exposed. Like even when they, in the video, the very, very first thing is they kind of put it all, and then the brushes are just literally sticking out of the top. And then they put that in a bag. No.
Oh, right there. Yeah,
there's
not
you
like
crazy?
a
That's
topper
gonna
for
mess
it.
up all your brushes. So, yeah, right here. If you watch this, he takes that with all the brushes just literally sticking out the top and shoves them in there.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool. But the rest, I think, looks really neat. And I like like I said, all the nesting is pretty cool.
It is neat and very modular like that, right?
Yeah.
I think this is one of those things, too. Like, I would have no need for this because I have my painting station at home, and that is where I paint. I don't go anywhere else to paint. So I think that you also know if this is for you.
Absolutely.
Are you going to your local game store to print? To paint? Are you going to a friend's house and you just need your couple little projects?
Keep your brushes right there.
When you're painting, yeah.
Oh.
When you're painting, yeah. So, but I do like everything that it does include in it. You have your silicone ones here. You are going to have your palette that you can paint on. You have your little cleaning station. And I think it was really impressive that they had the dry brushing thing, so you're
love that.
I really like that a lot, so you can see how much paint is on your brush. So I really like a lot of things in this. It's just not for me.
That's so satisfying. I love that one. They have all the little bits. Yeah, I think you're right. If you travel with your painting bits or kit, or you want to I'm working this one miniature, I'm going to be out of town or whatever, I'll take the kit with me.
Right.
That's cool.
And I tend to, in that case, I have a little, pouch that my brushes come in that has a little zipper pouch, that it's, that they each have their own little space in there. So the brushes sticking out, the setup I have would be fine.
Yeah, I get that.
But you might not. So yeah, I think it's interesting to know. So yeah, this is a neat project. I'm glad to see something that is a project that you're purchasing, not a file.
How do you pronounce it?
All-in-one portable module painting station.
I think you are trying to get out of the technical.
Krydrufi.
All right.
Krydrufi.
Krydrufi.
All-in-one portable module painting station. Moving on.
Krydrufi.
Yes.
Exquisite Corpses, the game. If you didn't know that this was based on a comic book, you will be beat in the face with that about 70 times in this project.
Yes.
You won't know how to play the game at all.
I already know what the theme of the comic is too, because I went down a rabbit hole with that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you find anything about gameplay?
No, I have no idea. It's a social game. That's all I got.
That is it.
It's about killing other people. Yeah, the comic is basically about some shadow figures, historical American families actually run the country, and every behind the scenes and
scions.
Yeah, and every 5 years, the ruling family picks a small American town. They seal it off from the rest of the world, and the other ruling families pick their champion who wields one of the 12 classic weapons or something, and they try to kill each other, and the last standing rules America for the next 5 years behind the chef. Cool. Okay. Apparently, it's a very well regarded comic. It's sold quite a bit.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. I like the look of this. I like that graphic design.
Yeah.
The gameplay, I have no idea.
Everything I read about, like there is a little bit about the gameplay in here, and it made it sound like this game is killer. And
boy.
like a really random, like roll a die. Whoever's the highest gets to choose their killer. Then everyone else takes one. Then you roll a die, and that person turns their card over, and it affects, something. It just seemed like very, very high, kind of superficial gameplay.
It said all of the design and production was handled in-house. And I'm trying to say, okay, but what is in-house? So I'm assuming it's this Tiny Onion. Is that saying it's the production house from the author of the comic? Is that what it says?
Co-author of critically acclaimed comic book.
Okay.
novel,
I guess so, yeah.
So yeah.
Do they know how to design games? I don't know.
Oh, so the person who made the comic, literally the person who made the comic, is the one making the game.
Or
Well,
at
let's
least
look
is
right here.
involved in it. It sure looks
That's
that way, right?
interesting. Okay, I did not realize that. That's less. That worries me a little more, I guess I should
Yeah.
say.
It's drawing from its roots in comics.
Yeah,
it's
it's
expanding into film, television, animation, video games, and tabletop gaming. So it kind of sounds like, oh, let's throw it all up, see what sticks.
They must, but look at the people they're working with here. You got Blumhouse and Netflix. I mean,
Yeah.
that's no joke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, interesting.
It'll be interesting. That's going to be an interesting one to see what
apparently,
happens.
according
yeah.
to the live chat, the comic has been going for about a year. It's on issue 12 or 13.
That's quick to jump into.
Yeah.
So, something like that too. All right. Back over to Gamefound. We have the one that Tom took a look at here earlier. This is Stonesaga second printing. So this is just that, a second printing. From what I saw, there's not updates, anything like that to the
Okay.
gameplay. I have played this. I've played a couple different sessions, and I still don't feel like it's enough to really be able to review the game even. We haven't had a review go up.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed it, but I was surprised how not difficult, I guess, integrated this game is, how heavy of a game it is.
Wow.
It is really interesting with a lot of different mini games that you're going to do. If you're going to go fishing, if you're going to cross different
mini
types of
games.
lands, you might have different encounters that happen. It was really, really intriguing, but it is not the cozy game that I think I was kind of expecting.
It's not one-offs, is it?
It is not. I do not believe. Yeah, no, I
It's
don't.
not what?
One-offs. The ones I played
No,
was
it's a
not. But yeah,
campaign, yeah.
I think it's only campaign.
Sorry, you kind of lose me there. I don't have, I'm not saying that should be the case for most, but I don't have time to play campaign games, really.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think Open Owl, I think that's their name,
Yes.
Open Owl Studios, is quickly becoming a design house, a publisher to watch. I think
Yeah.
It's good
I think they're pretty fascinating
Yeah.
as what they're doing. Now I was not a big fan of their first game. I thought it was a little
Mistwind?
Mythwind.
Mythwind,
I thought
yeah.
was interesting.
Man, this looks like
In
something I
concept
like.
more than in
Good.
play, but ever since then, the ones I've seen and or played past that first one are not just diverse, but engaging and interesting, and they're not repeating themselves. That's what I like.
Right.
Did you play
yeah.
this one at all?
No.
Okay.
I played Storyfold, and I thought that was really, really good. That's its own thing. They have an aesthetic that they're sticking with, which
Yeah.
I'm very happy with because I think it's great. But yeah, they're not really repeating themselves, and I find that pretty fascinating.
I really, really liked this mechanism right here. So you're going to, as you go through, you're going to find different items and stuff.
Yeah.
And, as you go fishing, as you forage, as whatever. So you get these items. And so then you're going to combine the items like it's showing here, but those sides that you put together is the way that you're combining them.
Okay.
And so then if you're looking here, like that's going to be 4 yellow and 2 yellow. And so you go to this book and you look up, this is my color sequence of items. And it's like, boom, you've made a spear here. If you'd combined them in a different way, it maybe would have made an arrow
And it
for your
allows
bow
you to put
or
'em in
something like
different
that. It
ways?
does, yeah. So depending on which side you line up with which side, that gives you your color combo to look in the book.
And also looks like graphically it's kind of telling you what it's going to be, right?
Yeah, because it's like
It's a
that. It
spear.
looks like a spear.
It looks
yeah.
like a spear.
I'm
But if
guessing
you
if
do
you
it-
turn the stone sideways, it might be an axe.
And act something like that. And
kinda
so it's
love
kind of
that.
cool. And so you're
Right,
also
that's great.
it because it has this theme of this prehistory
man.
kind of theme, you really do feel like you're in the Stone Age, like, oh, what would happen? Oh my gosh, I just invented a spear. And then you're writing it down. Like, this is the recipe, if you will, for a spear. So it has some really interesting things happen. But I mean, you have to understand, it's like a 50-page rule book, and it's not a 50-page light read rule book with a lot of pictures. It's a dense rule book.
Do you remember like how easy it is to set up, tear down, keep your place?
It's easy once you get it set up and once you kind of understand what you're doing, but there are multiple decks that you have to. The first time is quite a slog, but after that, but it's a very, very small footprint on the table, actually.
All right.
You know, the actual board that you're out exploring on, I should probably scroll to something more interesting to look at there.
So much of this looks great.
But it's like, the couple I played, it was only 3 hexes, and that was the entire board that we're playing on. And then we had our own little player area, and that's it. You know, so it is a pretty small footprint of a game, which is impressive for kind of the scope of it as well. So, yeah.
Cool.
I really,
very interesting. It
I'm
looks
really
great.
intrigued. Like, I'm. This is a campaign game that it's like, oh man, I don't have time for it, but man, I'm really liking it.
$109 is not that crazy for a game that big. Oh, that's with an expansion.
Yeah,
there, but-
several expansions.
Yeah. I mean, it's only got a couple minis just for your own little characters, and then
don't hate
it's
that.
not. It's a big box, but it's not as big a scope. You're not setting up Oathsworn or anything like that.
Cool.
Apparently,
So-
I'm going to speak a little louder. Apparently, my audio is low. Sorry.
Oh,
the
yeah,
second
we'd have to
person
look
that
at
said
the
it.
soundboard over there. See if it's maybe not levelated.
I'll shout.
All right, next up, or I could actually, I guess, back off my mic too if we need to do that. Earthborne Trailblazer. So this is a new game coming from, it's not Earthborne, what's that? Earthborne Games. So it's not, what is the name of that game?
It's not Earthborne Rangers.
Rangers,
it's just
correct.
set in the
But
world
it's
of
set in the
Earthborne
world.
Rangers, yeah.
Correct. Still co-op, which Earthborne Rangers is as well.
Still co-op, still has the same look or similar enough look. It looks like a completely different game, though.
Yes. Look at that.
This just looks like this sounds so dumb, but it just looks like a normal game.
Yeah.
Whereas Earthborne Rangers is not a normal game.
Narrative,
it is
right?
It's a living card game without calling it that because FFG will sue you.
Yeah.
You know, and it was made by people who used to work at FFG, right? That's the company. Those people are the ones who split off and started Earthborne Games and started their own living card game, basically.
That's why I wasn't that interested in it. I loved the way it looked, but I was like, I don't really like these types of games.
And it's a campaign.
Yeah.
This is not that. So again,
Yeah.
maybe you love that world, but you didn't like what Earthborne Rangers was. Maybe you'll love this because then you get to inhabit that world. I'm not sure. I also saw some reused artwork, and that kind of I just find that a little uninspiring. Not to fault them whatsoever. Please do it. It saves money. But
You mean within the game, like within this game?
I
Okay.
kept seeing images in this project that I recognize from Earthborne Rangers.
Oh, and that bothers you?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all.
Kind
Kind of gives a cohesion to the two things. Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah,
that
I'm
doesn't
just like,
bother me.
oh, it's the guy. When I see that image, I think of fighting that guy or shooing it away or whatever you're doing in Earthborne Rangers.
I guess to me, I think it like more like you're just in that world. It's
Yeah.
fine. You know, it's the same. That's interesting because
I mean,
that
it's not
doesn't.
a big
It's the same
hang-up,
thing
but-
like Kinfire does that in a lot. They also have unique between the two. There are.
Yeah.
I think there's shared images between the two. If not,
likely,
it feels
yeah.
like it.
This looks okay. I think that the board, the wooden animals, that part seems a little almost pedestrian when compared to what Earthborne Rangers does.
But that was just cards, right?
It is.
It
yeah.
is, but there's a map. You're traveling
Yeah.
a world. It's a big story
Yeah.
told through very few components.
Yeah.
I
This
guess.
to me looks much more appealing than Earthborne
Yeah, I
Rangers.
get that.
Yeah.
And I really like the way they did the page here where they're giving you this basic 3 steps of what you're going to do. You know, I'm going to scroll quickly here. You're going to prepare, which that's where you're deciding are you going to scout ahead? Are you going to put your energy in it to make sure, you know, you can accomplish tasks and things like that? Then you're going to actually explore, and that's when you're going to have those encounters with the animals or whatever it you're doing.
Yep.
And then afterward, you're going to actually, you know, travel to where you're going. So I love that it gives you that 3 step and it's like, still want to know more? Here's a video. You can see the whole play, you know, how to play. And when you click on that, it's like a 12-minute video.
It's not
You know,
bad.
I was like,
Yeah.
man, this is like, to me, this is the way to handle that. It's, you know, you've given me a little taste and I know if I'm interested, I am. And then I can find out in 12 minutes. Ugh, kudos for this. You know what you're getting within 15 minutes. It's fantastic.
Very much so.
All right, let's go to France from AEG. You have had a chance to play this one, right?
I
This is
have.
the follow-up to Let's Go to Japan. I had Paris in mind. Sorry. Let's go.
Paris is in this one. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, I played it several times. Did a preview video for it. It's on the channel. Yeah, I would say that it's interesting. After the first time I played it, I thought, this almost feels maybe a little more complex than Let's Go to Japan. And then I read back over because it'd been a little while since I played Let's Go to Japan, and it's not. It's actually, I think this one is more even approachable than Let's Go to Japan, which was already a pretty approachable game. If I feel comfortable saying if you liked Let's Go to Japan, unless you just have something against France, you'll like the game because mechanically there's a lot of things that'll be familiar. The moving of the tracks is very familiar. The biggest difference, I think, is that the kind of how they handle the traveling is much improved in this because this has actual geographical maps that you're moving a little meeple around, which is easier to track. And it doesn't have kind of if you played Let's Go to Japan, you've got that kind of switching trains system, which was a little convoluted compared to everything else. That's gone here. Here, travel is much more straightforward, much more simple. You can see one of the maps right there. There's different maps in the game, so you can go to different regions throughout France. Yeah, it's a game that I think if you like Let's Go to Japan, you'll very much like this. It has a very similar feel where you'll be spending a lot of your time adding up your score at the end. But if you make that part of the experience and you get a little bit into it thematically and you actually say, well, I went here and here and here, that kind of a thing.
That's cool. I think that was my least favorite part of Let's Go to Japan was the rain just started.
Sure sounds like it, yeah.
Wow, it just hit. That was my least favorite part is that traveling and the two different travel systems, and then realizing that you can also walk if you need, but there's this bit, like after a couple plays, I still kind of felt that was a little clunky, like it never really became intuitive. So I'm really intrigued where you say this is cleaned up and simplified and handled differently in this one. This one has my attention. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, War of the Dragon, Wheel of Time. Again, we'll be playing this one soon, right?
Yeah, this looks like quite a big game. This is from Dire Wolf, so think, Dune Imperium sort of involvement. Obviously based on the Wheel of Time, so I'm assuming if you've read those books, there's going to be even more of a draw here for you. I don't think you guys have either.
I have not.
It is a rich, world with more than a dozen books.
I say, like 20 books long or something like that.
Even like more than Game of Thrones.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And this has been going for a much longer time, too. It looks quite involved, and I assume will be a very rich experience. Especially if you invest a lot of time and energy into it. I could see this game being one that's very rewarding. Yeah. And it looks interesting. I am not a fan of the books, merely for, not that I'm not a fan. I haven't read them. You know what I mean? I just don't know anything about them. But I feel like I could still enjoy it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm on the outside looking in here. Not so far, anyway.
Yeah.
I have no connection to the theme. I imagine if I did, maybe I'd have a little more of an interest. But honestly, gameplay-wise, this one's not really speaking to me. I'll be honest. I know Dire Wolf has made some incredibly popular games, and I've liked most of them to some degree, greater or lesser. But I will say that they are really diversifying their kind of portfolio as a publisher, right?
Because and what they do.
Yeah, you have Clank, which is a very kind of a relatively beginner-friendly, at least the base game, deck building game, sorry. Then they had the Dune, which kind of, has evolved and grown into several different games. And they had that Lightning Train, which was a straight up Euro.
Yeah.
So it just seems like they're kind of doing a lot of different things, and getting involved with this IP has certainly obviously done well for them because it's doing very, very well.
It is.
Yeah, they do a lot of diving into intellectual properties, and they do that very well.
Yes.
Right? They've done Dune. They did Invincible, bag building game. They got this now, and then their own things. Clank.
Yep.
Lightning Train, right? They do that really well, bouncing in and out of utilizing an established intellectual property.
Right.
and putting a game that feels well researched, well handled, not. You said cash grab earlier. They don't feel like cash grabs ever. You know what I mean?
They don't play lip service to the theme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
Like,
do it very, very well. So
who's actually doing this one? This isn't a Paul Dennen game. I think Mike Mahilsick is part
I
of
think
it.
he might be part of the design team. It's him and somebody else.
I was actually looking for that. I was
I
reading
think it's
the
at the
about.
very top.
Is it? All right, scroll fast. Don't get sick.
Not that. Yeah.
I will.
Did you miss a part? Oh, right here. Right here.
There it is. Andy, Mike, and Ryan Schoon. Mike Mahil.
Oh, I didn't know Ryan was a part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, and last up in the games today, we have Hover, a surprisingly brutal hummingbird game. So this is cozy and brutal.
Yeah, I don't even.
This is doing super well
I've
for what looks like a really boring game to me.
You guys say all the time, like, hey, that's been all over my Facebook feed,
Yeah.
or that's, so I rarely get board game ads. This one popped up online.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
I've been seeing it. I will tell you, I think the theme and the look is going to attract a lot of
Yes.
people. I'm sorry, that's an amazing cover.
Yeah.
To me, that's an
Where was it
amazing
at?
cover. I think that the artwork is stellar, in my opinion. But gameplay-wise, I'm not interested even a little bit.
I'm with
it's
you. I don't know what it
bland.
is. Like that. Immediately
Yeah.
when I hit that image, I was like, oof.
Yeah.
No, that just does not look interesting to me. I don't know what it is. I just don't like
Yeah.
it.
But you also cannot discount the kind of the appeal of like hummingbirds, right? You know, people were like, they didn't realize there were that many bird lovers out there
Yeah.
until Wingspan came
Yeah,
out.
no
You know what
kidding.
I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, hummingbirds, I think, probably have a very specific fan base as well.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I love looking at hummingbirds, and I
They're
haven't like, bought
fascinating.
books or whatever,
Yeah.
but I think they're really cool
Yeah.
creatures, right?
And I'm-
I love the look of it.
Yeah, and I'm always really a fan of this. I mean, just like Meadow, where it has the animals in there and it has like a little fact about them, or you can tell that there was that passion behind that connection to nature. You know, I really, really appreciate that. But again, it just feels, like I said, kind of bland. But beautifully
Oh
done.
my God. I mean, I think this is
Yeah.
one of the best looking games in
Yeah.
a long time.
I think
This
it's
has that
absolutely
feeling
gorgeous.
of an art and graphic design first,
Yes.
gameplay distant second.
right.
These feel like, honestly, like images that could be part of a art gallery.
That's it. It
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
the more I looked at this page, the more it felt to me that these guys were telling me, this is the work we've done graphically. This is why you want to hire us to design your art installation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The look, the graphic design, bold choices with font, with breaking borders, playing with balance,
Yeah.
color. These guys, the team behind this, visually speaking, they're great.
First created, too.
I thought that was Spider-Man there for a minute. A little chibi.
Yeah, it does look like that, right?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Now that you said it,
No,
I can't
you can't
unsee
unsee
it.
Spider-Man? Yeah, you're welcome.
But
That's
the
hilarious.
gameplay, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like, it looks like some kind of
Yeah.
abstract game
It
with a really
does.
boring board.
And, you know, it seems like a lot of bird-based games have gone that route. There
Yeah.
was a game called Flock years ago. I don't know if you remember that. I want to say it was maybe AEG or Pandasaurus. It was straight up a abstract game,
Right.
right?
Well, don't we
Or
have a-
area control?
Don't we have a hummingbird game right now in there? I think maybe Tom just reviewed it. I don't know. I think we have
Maybe.
another one. It's very abstracted. It's like I
Yeah.
keep picking up and I look at the back like, oh, that's very abstracted gameplay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Rewood. I do like Rewood.
Oh, I as well. All right, that's going to do it today for the projects we have, and we're going to jump right into our picks of the week.
I want to go last.
Nose goes first.
I'll go first, but
All
you're
right.
going to have to go through a couple of them.
All right,
That way for sure.
this way for sure. One more page. Die in the
Die in the
dungeon.
Dungeon.
Die in the dungeon. I nailed it. Look at that.
Yeah, I was between Die in the Dungeon and Stonesaga today. I'll be
Okay.
honest. Though it's a great week. I think
Yeah,
there's a
there's
lot of
a
really
lot of-
solid contenders here.
It is.
Die in the Dungeon is the most interesting one to me this week. I'm interested in this board game. I'm interested in this video game. I will definitely be looking into it. I love the discrete parts of this. There is that board up top we just saw that clearly looks inspired by Slay the Spire, right? It's got that whole Then we have this defend your little tower thing. We have tracks and special abilities next to that. I'm loving the discrete areas of this game. This animation is fantastic. It really kind of gives you that feel of what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. The dice pop out, you roll them, you place them, they attack or defend for you, all of that stuff. There's a lot of personality here that I'm enjoying, and that's without knowing the video game. I assume if I play the video game, I'll be even more kind of jazzed.
Right.
This one's working for me. It looks like I think it looks like a smaller game than Children of Morta.
Okay.
Which I think is a good thing. Because like I said, I thought Children of Morta component-wise could have been a little bit stronger. The game was all right, but finalization and componentry could have been a little bit better. I'm hoping the company's learning and getting better and better, because I would love for this to be flawless.
And this is also standalone, which Children of Morta kind of had. It wasn't
but
campaign, but it
also
felt like more of a campaign, right?
You could campaign, or you could do kind of one-shots.
So,
it had both.
okay.
It also had this book you would flip over and have different encounters based on the books. It was interesting.
Yeah.
But this looks fantastic.
Very cool. Mike?
All right. I'm going to go with Earthborne Trailblazers.
Yes. This looks fantastic.
Really love the look of this game. And I loved the look of Earthborne Rangers, but the gameplay was like, this is just not my cup of tea. This looks like my cup of tea. It still has that great, I mean, look at that.
I don't know why it's
fried
wearing
egg.
an
Who
egg.
doesn't want to play
but-
around in this world? And I don't care if it's with wooden creatures. I love it. I love the look of the cards. I'm 100% excited about this one.
Gosh. This was a hard week. This was definitely high on the list. Stonesaga's high on the list, but the one that really caught me off guard, and I have to go back over here, I think, to find it because I have so many tabs open. Do I? No, it's right there. Actually, it's going to be this very first we went is A Life.
interesting. Yeah,
I was just absolutely... it's not Alice. I was just absolutely charmed by this one. I really like playing through the different stages of the life, and you're kind of picking what you're going to go into. See if I can find a video that could just play. You're going to, during this phase, I'm going to invest in this friendship, and hopefully that pays off later, and that's going to increase that track. So you have these tracks that you're going up, which is building your own scoring. At the end, I was captured by this from the beginning, and the more I read about it, I was like, this gameplay just seems really intriguing. You're investing in yourself, you're building up your plan, your life plan, and trying to build your own scoring and maximize. I mean, you have the two things on the tracks, and those are your multipliers. This is what you've invested in, and this is where you're in it, and you multiply those two. This one just has me kind of drooling. Cool. I'm really excited about this.
It makes me want to play these games. This one or one of these I've missed. You know, Adulthood or.
I want to play that one. Otherwise, I haven't
none of
played that
these.
one.
I haven't played any of these.
Yeah.
Since again, like I said, I played ages ago some of these games when they first started kind of making them. But lately, there's been a push for these. Play through your life games.
Experience games. Yeah.
And man, they're always fascinating looking, including this one, but I just haven't played them.
No, this looks great. All right, that's going to do it this week for Crowdsurfing. Thanks for joining us here. And if you want to join us this summer to play some games in Orlando, check out DicetowerEast.com. Get your badge this week. We will have badges at the door, but nobody wants to pay those prices. Just get it now.
Get it right
Just save
now.
your money for the exhibit hall, said so eloquently by Mike. So we'll see you there.
Wrong convention, but the sentiment was good. And top 10 trick-taking games tomorrow.
Tomorrow, join us for that. Until then, I am Camilla.
I'm Z.
I'm Mike.
And we'll see ya.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.